Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi, masih bersama saya Ramadinata. Jangan lupa protokol kesehatan, salam olahraga. Sebelum kita memulai pembelajaran hari ini, alangkah baiknya kita berdoa menurut agama dan kepercayaan masing-masing. Berdoa dipersilahkan. Selesai. Pelajaran ke-6, permainan bola besar, permainan bola voli. Tujuan pembelajarannya, peserta didik dapat menganalisis dan mempraktikkan variasi keterampilan gerak permainan bola besar melalui permainan bola voli dengan baik dan menganalisis dan mempraktikkan kombinasi keterampilan gerak permainan bola besar melalui permainan bola voli. Aktivitas pembelajaran permainan bola voli. Yang pertama, keterampilan gerak permainan bola voli. Keterampilan gerak mengumpan, perhatikan gambar, mengumpan ke belakang dekat dengan sejajar net. Berikutnya, mengumpan ke depan dekat dan sejajar dengan net. Slide berikutnya, mengumpan ke depan dengan cara meloncat. Berikutnya, mengumpan ke belakang dengan meloncat. Dari gambar tadi, kita lihat contoh video keterampilan gerak mengumpan dalam permainan bola voli berikut ini.
Hey guys, LP here with your jump volleyball training tip of the week. This week, I'm answering a question I got after the podcast episode, the Technical Timeout podcast episode with Brock Davidoff, former setter of the national team and assistant coach at the University of Alberta with the men's team. So he was talking in the podcast about having slow hands and fast hands and was saying how having fast hands is really important. So in this video, I'm going to let Brock explain to you what is the difference between the slow hands and the fast hands and why it is important. This is to answer a question I got after someone listened to the episode with Brock who wanted to know what the difference was. So I hope you enjoyed this episode with Brock. Let me know how it went, and I'll catch you next week for another tip of the week. Enjoy.
So to give an idea of what slow hands look like and what fast hands look like, we'll give you a demo first. So this will be slow hands. Okay, and this will be fast hands. Okay, now the issue with slow hands is that the contact generally dips, and that's the big problem. The actual release itself for most levels of play in Canada, if it's high, it's not as big of a deal. But if you're running a faster offense, or if you're playing at, say, the level that Brett's playing, it can cause connectivity issues and location and deception issues. So if Brett's going to set a 31 from his normal high fast hand position, okay, that's going to be easier to connect on than if the hands slow down and drop. The angle, like you'll see, that is a lot steeper, and that's going to be more difficult for for a middle to hit. The other thing is if you're running the speed to the outside from a fast hand position, okay, it's going to accelerate out of his hands and kind of float at the end. With slow hands, it's not going to do the same thing. Okay, so running speed is going to be a little more difficult. With the back set is where some big problems come in, because when he's keeping fast hands, he's generating the offense from a high position. Now, Brett, do the same thing, but slow hands. But don't let your contact point drop. Now, this isn't that big of an issue if you're playing, lower club levels or like working your way up. But as you reach maybe college, university, a national team, you can see how that tempo slowed down. Do it again, the fast hands. So we got a good, do that one more time. A little more tempo. Okay. Now the slow hands. Ugh. So the tempo is going to be different. When those hands slow down, it gives a poorer reference point for the guys that are going fast on attack. But what tends to happen with younger athletes when they use a slower contact is the contact point drops. It goes down to their chest, and that'll look like this. Okay, so that's going to create a loopier set. And if the athlete moves forward and does the same thing, they'll tend to arch their back early and flatten out the set too much. Okay, and then we have stuff shooting through the zone. So that would be the main issue. I would say globally, whatever your contact is like, fast, slow, that it shouldn't be dropping. But if it drops down to the chest, you're going to be in a world of problems with your connectivity.
Dari gambar dan video yang kita saksikan tadi, saya harapkan siswa-siswi mengerti dan paham. Dan kita lanjut untuk materi berikutnya, keterampilan gerak passing atas dan passing bawah. Perhatikan gambar, variasi dan kombinasi keterampilan gerak passing atas dan passing bawah. Kita akan saksikan contoh video keterampilan gerak passing atas dan passing bawah dalam permainan sepak bola berikut ini.
Hello, my name is David Fisher. This is video 1 of 6 on how to pass a volleyball perfectly. I played my indoor volleyball at Stanford University. I've played professionally for 12 years on the beach and indoors. I've coached for the same. This video will cover the basics, from how to stand, how to get your hands together, and how to make the ball go where you want. To demonstrate, first I'll show you, then we'll have Dominique come in and show you the basics of how to pass. First of all, how should you stand? You should not stand and wait for a volleyball like this. It is wrong. You should stand with your right foot forward, with your hands in a neutral, ready position, ready to pass high if you need to, or low if you need to. As the ball comes, your hands go towards the ball and you clasp them together. The way that's taught is to put one hand flat in the other, thumbs parallel, point them down, and that flattens out your passing platform. That's where you want to pass the volleyball from. Misty Bay, who's a really good passer, makes a fist, puts her hand around it. Canyon Seaman, he's a really good passer, grabs his thumb. It's awkward, but he makes it work because he gets his arms straight and his platform perfect. The legs are bent. As the ball comes, it's a slight move forward with the hips. Dominique is going to demonstrate a pass, and we'll take a look. She's got her hands neutral. The ball comes forward. She doesn't swing her arms very much. It's a perfect pass. To get all 6 of these passing videos on how to pass perfect, go to volleyball1on1.com/Dave passing. Hello, my name is David Fisher. This is video 1 of 6 on how to set a volleyball perfectly. I've been playing and coaching this sport for the last 12 years. I've played for the USA in the Pan Am Games, the Norseka Games, played on the AVP for 12 years. Setting is the most important and the most technical skill in volleyball after passing. The keys to setting we're going to talk about in this video are the most basic fundamental ones. As we get to videos 4, 5, and 6, we'll talk about how to start running an offense. The first most important thing of setting is what is a set. Setting is playing the ball with your hands overhead. It cannot be carried or lifted. It cannot be double contacted. Those are both illegal. This is a carry. This is a double. How should your hands be positioned? We'll have our players demonstrate, and you can use this with any beginning or advanced volleyball player. Put your hands on your hips like you're upset with me. Keep your hands in the same position with the same little wrinkles in your wrists and put them over your forehead. And it forms moose ears. Back to your hips, over your head. That's moose ears. What does the ball do? When the ball hits your wrists, it flexes them in slightly, and you press them out with a Superman or Superwoman finish. I'll put the ball into your hands, so put them over your head, moose ears. Let the ball press in slightly, press out with a Superman finish. Good. Now to get the feel of this, have your players try it with their eyes closed. Eyes closed, let the ball press in, click out. Good. Now, eyes open, we're going to demonstrate how to set when the ball comes right to you. Have your weight on your back foot with your right foot slightly forward. As you set the ball, shift your weight forward. Set the ball back to me. Ready? As I said, this is video 1 of 6. To get the other ones leading to the more advanced, go to volleyball1on1.com /Dave setting. Thanks.
Sekian pembelajaran hari ini, sampai ketemu kembali pada pertemuan berikutnya. Salam olahraga. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.